So we're back again for another series of Check It Out, and I brought everyone's favorite co-host from Friday Night Counterattack, Salim, or Sal Parkinson, as I like to call him, but I think he kind of gets annoyed by that now, hence by his reaction just there. But no, Salim, glad you're on the show. Thanks for coming on. And I think this is something I have to let you know about, the fact that you were like, oh yeah, we don't have to just do football kits for this show, we could do boots and shin pads and whatever, basically. So I have to give you credit for that. But no one's actually given football boots or shin pads, so you might be able to surprise me today. So are you excited for your episode, or your series I should say, on Check It Out? I am personally.
Yeah, to be honest, I've got so many kits and stuff. I've just got a few things together that I've got like a bit of a backstory to them, pretty much every single one, to be honest. So quite excited for it, actually.
Nah, that's good to hear, man. But yeah, like with me, everyone's got a backstory on the kit. Sometimes it's just like a gift from a family member or something that they can remember going to games and watching. But with me, I wear a different kit on every kind of interview I do with my family and friends. So this one's a bit different to what I've worn previously. But you would know this very kit from when I wear it on the podcast. So tell me what you know about this kit before I divulge into this one.
I'll be honest, I don't know too much. I know the team because I can read it, but other than that, yeah, and the flag, obviously. But other than that, it's, well, you can tell us what it is.
Now, this one is the Japanese 2018 World Cup kit. So this one I'm very fond of. And as you know, I've been to Japan on a holiday before. But this is the Japanese kit from the 2018. I've got my hoodie underneath because it's quite cold in the flat at the moment. There's no player on the back. But yeah, a bit of a story with this one is just the fact that it was on clearance, really. And I was a big fan of the Japanese team in the 2018, 2016, 2017 era, with the likes of Shinji Kagawa, Okazaki being a Premier League winner, Kaisuke Honda, big fan of as well. It's just one of those things that I'm like, you know what, I like this team. I like the designs that they have. But this is more or less my one. And if you remember, they won the opening World Cup game against Colombia 2-1, where Davinson Sanchez got a red card as well, and Kagawa scored a penalty. And then also, if you remember, they had probably one of the best games of the 2018 tournament when they were playing against Belgium. And if you remember that last-minute goal by Belgium to knock Japan out of the World Cup, I thought that was quite astonishing, really, because if Japan didn't finish where they finished, England wouldn't have faced Colombia in the next round of the World Cup, and we wouldn't have had that iconic kind of moment of Eric Dier winning a penalty and Pickford saving and all that.
Was that 3-2, by the way, the Japan game? If I'm correct. Japan were 2-0 up, right?
It was like 2-1, I think. It's something like 2-1, but Belgium came back into it and they scored that amazing counter-attacking goal. And
that was it. I can vaguely remember it.
But with me, I was just like kind of heartbroken. I was just like, oh no, they played really well, Japan. You know, they're kind of like the minnows of world football, but they're a big team in Asia, obviously. It's just the fact that you wanted to kind of see them do well, but Belgium ended up beating Brazil in the next round, I believe. And then they lost to France in the semi-final, of course. But it was just little things like that, really, that I was like, you know what, I like this kit. I like the players of the era. Like I said, Kagawa, Honda, Endo. It's just one of those things that I quite liked. And I wear this on the podcast comfortably when it's warm. It's not very warm where I live at the moment, but you know how it is. It's just a nice little comfortable shirt to be wearing. What would you rate the design out of 10? We do our ratings out of 10. So what would you say out of 10?
You know what? I actually quite like a navy kit, like that sort of color. So I'd probably go for 8.5.
Yeah, I go for 8. I go for 8 for me personally. I'm quite comfortable wearing it. I haven't worn it to Friday Night Football because I bought it in a lockdown where we couldn't play at football, obviously. But I thought, you know what? It's a nice design. It's a nice team. But yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. I like the design, I like the team. There we go. So that was my little review of the Japanese kit of the 2018 World Cup.